folks, the Refinement. We are here, Giovanni Preziuso.
Tommy Champion.
Today we're doing a review on the Freeman Formula here, known as their G.E.A.R. And we are going to talk about some of the ingredients inside of this and why we take it and why we think it's useful, helpful, and healthy. Some of the macronutrient breakdowns here, we are going to talk about a little bit of macronutrients. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's essentially, to keep it short and sweet, it's your proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. And we are going to just kind of showcase what that is and how it affects the body. We won't get into ratios and all that right now, but for a little bit here, the fat on here is 1 gram. So calories from fat,
It's impressive.
is only 9, which is great for 1 serving. You have, you got a little bit of cholesterol, not bad. Your sodium, potassium. You got, some of your electrolytes there for replenishing. That's great. Carbohydrates, we have 25 grams. That's not bad. The good news is that if you are trying to use it as somewhat of a weight gainer or get more protein in post-workout, you have a window period where you can consume more protein without secreting it or peeing it out, per se.
Right.
So we'll be able to look at that. So you can get up to probably 3 scoops in here, which would take you up to about triple everything that we went over so far, and about 75 grams of carbs, which would be really nice. And then the sugars in here is only 1 gram, and then the fiber is 4 grams. A lot of people don't get enough fiber in their diet in the first place, so we can get all the way up to like 28 to about 35 grams of carbs per day, depending on your size. So, and that's really going to be helpful to prevent colorectal cancer and things of that sort.
Absolutely.
So,
And I think overall digestion of the protein in general, I think that's what separates a brand like this from other sports brands that are out there. I think this one is a little bit more digestible, and the absorption's a little bit better because of the ingredients that are inside of it. And also, obviously, you're taking more of a holistic approach to supplementation now, as opposed to just a strictly sports approach. I mean, back in the day, a lot of the ingredients that were inside were unnatural, and I think even in some of the brands today, some of those ingredients are untested and chemicals that are unnatural and have harmful effects on the body. But something like this, it actually mitigates some of the damage and actually adds some added supplementation that's really nutritional and nutrition based, which is great. It's a great term for the fitness industry.
absolutely. I think that was very well said, Tommy. And looking here, if you look at some of the carbohydrates that are in here, for one, when you're talking about post-workout, that's kind of, the topic we're driving home here, but he's talking about nutritional density or quality of nutrients rather than just getting calories. We want to look at this. This has a brown rice, ground up glucose polymer derived from brown rice. So that does have it does replenish what we know as the glycogen is the liver and muscle tissue, restoring that for utilization in the muscle for energy. But it will also stabilize blood sugar, just like the fiber he was talking about helps to stabilize the blood sugar as well, so there's not erratic spikes. And then you want to look at too, there's a white chia seed in here. They're using some chia extract as well. I'm assuming that's where some of the fat content's coming from. That is a very healthy source as well. When you think about what muscle is mainly composed of, there's going to be a lot of people that talk about, I need this carbs for muscle this or this for muscle that. Really, muscle is consisting of protein and fats. And your carbohydrates is energy to fuel you for your workouts or everyday life, and first and foremost does fuel your brain. And
I think it's important as well that you take in enough fats to make sure you lubricate your joints, especially if you're lifting heavy, you're bodybuilding. You want to make sure you have enough fats to lubricate your joints and to support a lot of the movements and things that you're doing. So it's important that you make sure you get those healthy fats, and also obviously there's other benefits like skin and hair and nails and things like that, but you want to make sure that you have healthy fats in your diet to support that.
Absolutely. And driving home one more thing here, when I look at labels, the first thing I look at, what are the ingredients, what does it contain, and I start to go through here quickly, and I look for anything artificial that will leave holes in my brain, cancerous things, and I look here, it contains no sugar, yeast, wheat, gluten, corn, soy, egg, shellfish, no preservatives, no artificial sweeteners. And then I go through on top of it, because a lot of people say it's natural
Right.
and it doesn't contain all this, and I go through and I find ingredients. I read over this label many times. I don't see anything artificial in here. And when
That's
I take
major.
yeah, that's huge. And when I take this supplement, and Tommy and I, we don't get paid to talk about this. We're doing this because we've tried this supplement. We read the label.
Right.
Then when we try it, we feel really good taking it.
Right.
And our job is to try to just influence the world to feel better, to become healthier,
Right.
and change your life, not just your body. So we're going to look at this label and say that it says no artificial anything, and it does hold true to be, from what we read and how we feel.
And I think that's an interesting point because, we are not in business with Freeman Formula at all. I was given the opportunity to try it from Feel Rite. So I actually got the Freeman Formula G.E.A.R, which is their protein. I also got their complete meal, which is almost like a meal replacement. But it was great. This is one of the actual Freeman Formula flavors, chocolate indulgence. I've tried. There's a couple of fruit ones. I think there's a peach, and I think there might be a grapefruit or mango, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, they taste great. And usually I kind of stay away from like some of the fruit flavored, proteins. But these were actually great. And I just mixed them with water, and it was good. It was easily digested. Sometimes you drink some proteins and you notice your body's like struggling to kind of digest it and get it all down. This went down no problem. Didn't have any digestive issues. I felt more energy, probably because of the chia seed, to be quite honest. It's literally the best I've ever felt taking a protein. And I've been doing this since I was 14 years old. So I've been taking protein ever since then. And honestly, I have not felt better since the protein. So if it seems like we're a little excited, it's because we are. It's a great product. Hats off to those guys. Hats off to the guys at Freeman Formula. And I hope they keep going with it. We're happy to see a good product that's actually holistic and that's actually healthy, but still aids, athletes and things. So we absolutely recommend this. So if you get a chance, stop in at Feel Rite or wherever your nearest health food store is and check and see if they have Freeman Formula.
On that note, once again, it's the refinement. We're not going to talk your ear off here, but check out Freeman Formula. More importantly, if you're looking for natural supplies and supplements, check out Feel Rite.
Buy it. Take